Many Asians move to the United States to pursue education, career growth, or a better life. But in 2025, that path could be in serious jeopardy. Former President Donald Trump, back in political power, is rolling out a bold new immigration agenda, one that could shut the door for travelers from several Asian nations. If you're from Asia or have loved ones there, your country might be on this list. Today, we break down the 7 Asian countries Trump plans to block from entering the U.S. in 2025 and what it means for students, workers, and families. Let's dive in. Number 7, Nepal. Nepal, known for its serene Himalayas and spiritual heritage, is now in the crosshairs of Trump's immigration overhaul. Why? It starts with documentation integrity, or lack thereof. U.S. officials claim Nepal has failed to improve the security of its passport system. Some travelers have entered the U.S. using forged or suspicious documents, triggering alarm bells in Washington. But it's not just about paperwork. Deportation is a growing concern. When Nepali nationals overstay their visas or break immigration laws, the expectation is that they'll be returned home. But the U.S. government says Nepal has been slow, sometimes refusing outright to accept deported citizens. This places strain on immigration detention centers and court systems. The Trump administration argues that if a country can't or won't reclaim its citizens, it doesn't deserve open access to U.S. visas. The consequences? Nepali students could see their study dreams shattered. Workers in tech and health fields may lose employment options. And families already in the U.S. might be left in limbo. Back home, Nepal relies heavily on remittances. With fewer workers abroad, the country could face economic shockwaves. Trump says the solution is simple: prove you can cooperate or face shutdown. But can Nepal act fast enough to preserve its ties with the U.S.? Oh, and by the way, comment below where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. Now let's move on. Number 6, Bangladesh. Bangladesh is one of Asia's fastest growing economies, but that hasn't spared it from Trump's new list. At the heart of the issue is identity verification. The U.S. accuses Bangladesh of weak internal controls when issuing passports. Some travelers reportedly slip through using outdated or fraudulent documents, raising national security concerns. There's also a bigger diplomatic standoff brewing. Deportation disputes have increased in recent years. The U.S. has tried to send back Bangladeshi nationals who violated visa rules, but officials say Bangladesh often resists or delays those returns. Trump's proposed response? Freeze new visas until full deportation cooperation is achieved. That would mean thousands of Bangladeshi students, workers, and tourists could face entry bans. Families separated across borders might be unable to reunite. And the U.S. could lose access to a valuable immigrant workforce in sectors like nursing and software engineering. Economically, Bangladesh stands to lose billions in remittances. Culturally, fewer exchanges and less academic mobility could slow the country's modern development. Will Dhaka meet U.S. demands before the door slams shut? Number 5, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is navigating a deep political and economic crisis, and the U.S. is taking notice. According to Trump's advisors, the island nation lacks stable governance needed to safely manage international migration. In particular, the U.S. cites concerns about corrupt passport issuance and weak airport screening processes. There's also frustration with Sri Lanka's refusal to repatriate some of its nationals who broke U.S. immigration laws. Trump argues the situation has reached a breaking point. His administration wants a moratorium on most Sri Lankan visa applications until the government proves it can handle deportations and secure its ID system. the fallout could be massive. Sri Lankan students are among the top performers in U.S. STEM fields. Many tech firms hire from that pool. If restrictions tighten, those pipelines could dry up. Meanwhile, immigrant families risk long-term separation, and tourism from the U.S., a vital industry for Sri Lanka, could plummet. Is Colombo ready to overhaul its systems, or will it dig in and risk international isolation? Don't forget, hit that like button if this video is keeping you informed. Let's keep going. Number 4, Indonesia. The world's largest Muslim-majority nation is now facing potential visa restrictions. Why? According to Trump's team, Indonesia has refused to accept hundreds of deportees in recent years, complicating America's immigration enforcement efforts. But that's not all. There's suspicion that radical elements may exploit the country's porous border systems to acquire travel documents. Although Indonesia has made progress in counterterrorism, the Trump administration believes more must be done. If the U.S. pulls back visa privileges, Indonesia could lose thousands of student placements, skilled worker slots, and tourism links. This would be a serious hit to both countries' economies. American companies with Indonesian staff may lose access to skilled talent. Indonesian families who depend on remittances would suffer. And universities could miss out on some of Southeast Asia's most promising students. Trump says the ball is in Jakarta's court. Either fix the gaps or face the freeze. Number 3, Iran. Iran's tense relationship with the U.S. is nothing new, but in 2025, immigration is the new battleground. Trump claims Iran poses an ongoing threat to U.S. national security. His administration argues that background checks are nearly impossible due to lack of diplomatic cooperation. The fear? That individuals linked to hostile entities could use student or work visas to enter unnoticed. Trump says he's not willing to take that risk. Iranian Americans have already seen family visas delayed or denied. A full freeze could stop students, tourists, and skilled workers in their tracks. Researchers and engineers, many at the cutting edge of U.S. innovation, might be forced to return home. Critics say this punishes ordinary people instead of fixing policy. But Trump insists national security must come first. Number 2, the Philippines. Yes, the Philippines, America's longtime ally, is now facing potential restrictions under Trump's 2025 plan. The issue? Deportation non-compliance. U.S. immigration officials claim the Philippine government has, on occasion, failed to process or accept nationals ordered to leave the U.S. In Trump's eyes, this undermines immigration law. But that's not the only concern. There's also growing unease over document integrity. Some Filipino nationals reportedly enter the U.S. using aged-out documents that don't reflect real-time identity data. If restrictions go forward, the impact will be huge. Over 4 million Filipinos live in the U.S. Families could be broken apart. Students may lose scholarships. Healthcare, where Filipinos are a backbone, would take a hit. The Philippines would also face declining remittances, a key pillar of its economy. Will Manila comply with U.S. demands, or will a major rift emerge between two historic allies? Now let's get to the final country. This one is at the top of Trump's list. Number 1, North Korea. North Korea may not seem like a common migration source. But Trump wants a full, indefinite ban. Why? He says it's a matter of pure security. North Korea doesn't maintain diplomatic ties with the U.S., doesn't cooperate on criminal records, and provides no support for deportations. That makes vetting applicants nearly impossible. Even rare cases like family reunification or humanitarian requests are now under threat. Trump's plan is total isolation, no visas, no exceptions. The human impact? Small, perhaps, but symbolic. North Korean defectors seeking freedom could lose the U.S. as a safe haven. And globally, this signals that countries hostile to American values will face total lockout. So there you have it, 7 Asian nations at risk of being shut out from the U.S. in 2025 under Trump's revived immigration agenda. From Nepal to North Korea, each country faces unique challenges. But the message from Trump's team is the same: cooperate on deportation, secure your documents, or lose access. What do you think? Are these bans protecting America or creating unnecessary suffering? Like this video if you learned something new. Subscribe for more deep dives into world affairs. And hit that bell icon so you never miss a story. Is your country on this list? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious.